Hi, boys and girls. Oh, I'm looking very dark here. I'm sorry. I'm in my sunroom and it's getting a little bit dark, but you can see all of my birds behind me as well. So they might cheep in and join in, but it was a bit too noisy in my house to be reading to you in there today. So I thought we could spend some time to get that out here. I'll make sure that you can see the pictures in the book. I have a fun book for you today for our engaged, cozy moments. Now, this is a book that I used to read growing up, and I've read it to many children over the years. And I always think it's funny because it's just got a rhyming part to it. It's called Hairy Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. Hairy Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. So let's go ahead and see what this book is about. I hope you enjoy it. Okay. Out of the gate and off for a walk went Hairy Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. There he goes. He's taking himself for a walk. Oh my goodness. And Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. I have a dog that's as big as a horse. Look at him. He's taking himself for a walk too. With Hairy Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. You can see him, and look, you can see, oh, wrong way. You can see a big paw coming into the picture right there. There's some funny names. Listen to these names. Bottomly Pots, covered in spots. Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. So there is Bottomly Pots, covered in spots. And Hairy Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. What is he doing in that picture? Silly thing. Muffin McLay like a bundle of hay. Bottomly Pots covered in spots. Hercules Morse as big as a horse. And Hairy Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. Look at this one. Blitzen Lonely, all skinny and bony. Muffin McLay like a bundle of hay. Bottomly Pots covered in spots. Hercules Morse as big as a horse. What's coming next, boys and girls? And Hairy Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. He looks like he's being a bit naughty there, getting into the rubbish. Okay. Schnitzel von Crumb with a very low tum. Blitzer Maloney, all skinny and bony. Muffin McLay like a bundle of hay. Bottomly Pots covered in spot. Hercules Morse as big as a horse. And Hairy Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. He looks like he's got an itch right there. Who have we got now? Oh, look at that motley crew. With tails in the air, they trotted on down, past the shops and the park, to the far end of town. They sniffed at the smells, and they snooped at each door, when suddenly out of the shadows they saw Scarface Claw. Oops. The toughest Tom in town. He looks a bit scary. Look at that face. He doesn't look happy to see them, does he? Meow, shh, said Scarface Claw. Oh, look at that face. Definitely not happy to see those doggies. Look at this picture, boys and girls. Isn't that funny? Off with a yowl, a wail, and a howl. A scatter of paws and a clatter of claws went Schnitzel von Krumm with a very low tum. Blitzer Maloney, all skinny and bony. Muffin McLay like a bundle of hay. Bottomley Potts covered in spots. Hercules Horse, big as a horse. Who are we missing? Who's next? And Hairy Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy. Straight back home to bed. Oh, look at them. Oh, he's hiding under his covers. Isn't that funny that big old dogs were scared of that cat? He did look like a very mean cat. I don't know if any of you have cats. That's an animal that I do not have, but I heard that cats can have attitude sometimes. I have heard that. But do you know what's a fun fact too, boys and girls? Chickens and ducks, which I have both of, can have attitudes too. Now, my back door, which is actually just there coming off of my sunroom, my ducks and chickens like to sit around the door because they think that I'm going to open it and give them some treats. And my dog, who is as big as a horse, refuses to go out the door if there are any chickens sat around it because he thinks he's going to get pecked. So this huge dog is scared of the chickens. He won't come inside either if any of the chickens are sat near the door because he thinks they might just give him a little peck on the way by. So that's funny. So I never knew when I used to read this book many years ago that I would have a dog the size of a horse that was scared, just like they were scared of the cat, that it was scared of chickens. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the book. I like that one. It's fun to just read a good old fun rhyming book now and again. That wasn't really a Christmas book though, was it? So we'll need to get back on the Christmas books. Tomorrow is our Advent study. If you are having trouble with the sound of last week's Advent study, let me know and I can send out a copy with a lot better sound. But tomorrow will be week 3 of our Advent study, of children's Advent study. If you would like to catch up on previous weeks, you can find the videos either on the site that you're on now, the Engage Children's Ministry Facebook page, or you can go through our website, our church website, graceumc.org, and you will be able to find previous weeks of the Advent study. But if you can't go on and watch them, don't worry. Don't make it stop you coming tomorrow. You can come tomorrow. You don't have to have watched the previous weeks. I would just love for you to join us because Advent is a journey. Advent means to come. And we are waiting for, who can answer that? We are waiting for the birth of Jesus. Last week we talked about Jesus being our Savior. So tune in tomorrow and you will see what we will be talking about then, names for Jesus. 5 o'clock tomorrow, right here, live on the Engaged Children's Ministry Facebook page. All right, it was wonderful spending time with you. And my birds actually behaved very well. They were rather quiet for us, which was wonderful. So great time all around. Boys and girls, remember that I love each and every one of you. If there's ever anything you want to talk about or discuss or any help you need, even if it's just with school, just let me know. You can always contact me through this page. Send me a message and I will get right back to you. All right, my lovelies. As I said, I love each and every one of you and I will see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. All right.